What's not a joke these days? Well, not a joke is Yuki Tsunoda going to Red Bull.
Red Bull itself is a joke. Not the brand. Wow. I love the brand.
Yeah.
The team.
I mean, it is Squid Games at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, it just... they have made an announcement, by the way, that they will not be replacing him for the whole year. So
really?
Yeah. So they've made a statement.
That's
Yuki will remain for the entire season.
Oh, right.
How true will that be? Who knows?
No, it's as true as a contract.
I mean, let's look at it. Okay, let's look at it from one perspective, right? You got a rookie.
Yeah.
You chose to put a rookie into your factory team, right? As a team, like, don't you want to develop that person and give them a better chance? And also keep in mind that Suzuka is a track that he actually knows.
Yeah.
And it just in general, I mean, you chose to sign up a rookie. Why aren't you developing your rookie? Because he was meant to be the guy who takes over from Max when Max either goes to Mercedes or retires.
Yeah, they're going to.
He was meant to be that guy.
They're going to freak out when he's gone.
Yeah, because they're going to be a top 7. Like, they're going to be 7th in the manufacturers at the moment.
Yeah. Well, based off all this, have you seen all the things being said about Helmut Marko lately? Someone was saying... but people are starting to come out now about previous encounters with him. I can't remember his name, but someone was saying that he had a phone call, because he was part of the academy at the time. He had a phone call from Helmut Marko, and he was like, "Oh, maybe he's calling, just for support or something like that." He's like, "No, if you don't win the championship, you're out of this academy."
Oh wow!
So
I'm sorry, but no one who's ever won championships get promoted these days.
We'll prove that with Formula 2.
F2, only Bortoletto has been the only champion to actually
go from
doing.
Well, technically, sorry. I meant straight away.
Do you think Liam Lawson was so good at sales that he convinced an entire company that he was the right person for the job? Because, I mean, if Yuki does perform well this weekend at Suzuka, Liam's share prices are going to go, like...
Oh, yeah, it's going to hit Liam
down. There is massive risks this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, not only the point you just made, but if Liam's faster than Yuki...
Yeah, Lukey...
Then what are you going to do?
So Max is going to go to Racing Bulls.
You've got no options
I just said Lukey. So
Lukey.
There we go. That's a new ride.
Lukey.
They're teammates again.
Yeah, they're smushing together.
Exactly. Luigi and Yuki combined and made Lukey.
Well, this is the point that we kind of made last year.
Yeah.
You got to make sure this is the right decision, otherwise you're wasting your time, and they've wasted their time. And now, the worst part is if what happened... Hang on. Let me start again. If what I just said happens, where Yuki is slower than Liam, then you're in a world of pain.
They're in a world of pain. Also, Honda initially came out at the end of the year and said, all right, that's it. We've supported Yuki for so many years. He's on his own now.
Yeah.
That's it. We're not investing any more money into him. And so we all thought that this is his final year in the racing, in the Red Bull family, because then he has to either go to Aston Martin or go anywhere else, because he's literally going to be out, potential Formula 1. So for him, it's like, I'll take the Red Bull seat.
Yeah.
I also heard,
what's he got to lose?
He's got nothing to lose. He's finally got the opportunity to step up.
I also heard that, and I kind of feel sorry for Yuki in a way, because apparently, I don't quote me on these, what I'm about to say, but I heard that Honda offered Red Bull Racing $10 extra million to have Yuki in their car next year. This year, right?
So
from last year.
Wait, for this year or
for this year?
For Japan?
For this year.
For Japan.
No. It was before Liam got announced.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before.
Oh.
And then after China, they met in Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Or Dubai, wherever it was.
Dubai.
And Honda said, "Do you still want to do that deal?"
But you have to do it by Japan.
Yeah. And we'll add a few extra million. And that's why they're doing this.
Can they chuck some million at the TM podcast?
Yeah.
By the way, this LTM podcast is brought to you by Honda.
We love Honda. Yes.
By the way, Honda...
Could you imagine if that's true? Did you just do a prayer? I have to zoom in on that.
By the way...
One like equals one prayer.
By the way, do you know Honda is by far the #1 selling motorcycle manufacturer around the world?
Yeah.
Like, not by like a little, but like a country mile.
Yeah, millions.
It's incredible.
Look, nothing... Like, this isn't even me trying to say I love them, but I generally do love them. Purely
Oh, the history.
The Senna.
Oh, unbelievable.
Senna era with McLaren. Like, I bloody love that.
Oh, what about the motorcycle in Castro Honda days?
No idea, I didn't watch it.
Yeah, exactly. I actually used to have Castro Honda levers once.
Oh, they were beautiful.
They're amazing. They're amazing. So, I mean, where does Red Bull go from here? If Yuki beats Verstappen, Verstappen looks bad. If Yuki gets out in Q1 and Liam Lawson does better, maybe Verstappen will ask to be demoted down to Racing Bulls. It's just a huge mess.
I say the only good outcome of what you just said would be if Yuki qualifies 6th, 7th, Max qualifies 3rd, 4th for the whole year.
Yeah.
Because that's what they want. They want a second driver right behind Max. And who?
Ultimately, they need points.
Yeah.
They need constructors' points. I mean, Lando
Who's
and...
done that in the past?
What?
Who's done that for Red Bull in the past?
certain Honey Badger?
Yeah. And also Alex Albon.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Alex Albon, the Alex Albon video and Toto Wolff saying that the car is fucked.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. It's too sensitive. Did you see how bad he was struggling, Liam, in China?
Yeah.
Like he would try to turn.
Even in Australia.
But he would try and turn and the car's like the rear snapping. Yeah. It's like, I mean, I've driven a Hyper, right? And what I can tell you about racing in an open wheel car, if the setup is bad, it is horrible.
Yeah.
Like it is proper horrible to drive. Not that Hyper racers are anything like a Formula 1 car, but you can imagine if already you see it and feel it in that type of car, can you only imagine what a rocket ship of a Formula 1 car if it's not feeling right? So you kind of feel bad for him, but then he's had pre-season testing, he's had 3 days of testing, he's had more testing in Abu Dhabi at the end of the championship. He's had time to adapt to this car.
I think one thing that F1 teams need to work out is you can't base a driver off 1 or 2 performances.
But
right?
he didn't do well. You keep betting him.
No, not from this year. In general. Like you had Nick de Vries come into AlphaTauri after having amazing points finish in Monza in Williams.
Yeah, one race.
Yeah. And then you got Franco Colapinto come in. He did pretty good. And then all of a sudden, everyone wanted him.
Yeah.
And then there's another driver that came in.
Yeah, but they're pretty good. How many times did he crash?
Too many.
Thank you.
Like,
well, then the first 3 were great, and then after that, you just
that's what I mean. Yeah,
the same driver. This is what I'm saying. That Red Bull, if you've been sorting Drive to Survive, well, you didn't, but we did.
Yes.
I do watch Drive to Survive. Okay. I am a motorsport fan.
This is the Daniel butchering show.
I don't have Netflix. If you subscribe now, I'll contact Netflix and.
Yeah. Pray again.
2 likes equals 1 prep.
Anyway, we saw it in Drive to Survive where they're like, Liam's amazing. He's better than Sergio, which he was. He's better than Yuki. He's better than everyone else. I'm like, he's done 9 races.
Apparently in Mexico, every time Liam does bad, they scream at the TV.
Well, speaking of that, rumour is going around that
Cadillac.
because of Liam Lawson's performance, Perez is looking pretty good for a Cadillac seat.
Yeah.
So
I mean, let's face it, Perez's money is looking really good for the Cadillac seat.
Yeah, well, he's got Kit Kat.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. It's chocolate.
Yeah.
Hey, I like Kit Kat.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got a strong association with Nestle.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah.
But look, it's very, very interesting. I hope for Yuki that he has a fantastic home race, that he does well, and that Red Bull have a fighting chance from a constructor's point of view, because literally Max is just carrying the whole team on his shoulders. But also, it is a problem that has been created by Red Bull. So back in the days, in 2006, Nicky Hayden won in 2006 the MotoGP World Championship.
Yeah.
In 2007, the rules changed. Do you know who did they build the bike for? They built the bike for Danny Pedrosa.
Oh.
Okay.
Nicky Hayden, the world champion of the year before, goes to preseason testing, tries to get on the bike, and he actually doesn't fit because the bike is small and tiny and all that. So when a team focuses heavily their development on one particular person, you run the risk that it's only going to ever be good for that guy. And coming into 2026, Red Bull really should consider that Max may leave. One day he will leave.
They keep doing this crap of just changing their mind all the time, building bad cars.
The problem is, right?
Why would you say
the
that?
longer they do this, the further away Ferrari and McLaren are getting. Well, especially
That's
McLaren.
another thing.
And Mercedes.
Yeah, and Mercedes now too.
So this is the thing, right? Ever since Hamilton's left, the Mercedes results have really been undermined.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing pretty good. I mean, George Russell has been very consistent.
Yeah.
I think McLaren are still the team to beat. I think Lando has an uphill battle this year with Oscar. I think Oscar is there.
2 number 1 drivers.
Yeah.
Now.
I think as the rivalry intensifies, we've seen it with Alan Prost and Senna. We've seen it with Rossi and Casey Stoner, Rossi Gibernau, Rossi and Marquez. It's going to get really heated, right?
Yeah.
And it's going to be fantastic to see. I feel bad for Zach Brown because he's literally going to have to in 2008, they actually built a wall in MotoGP between Rossi and Lorenzo.
Yeah, right.
So the mechanics are just no communication.
Something like that happened similar to Senna and Prost as well.
Yeah.
Their mechanics were there.
Yeah.
They were there.
Nobody talk.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really toxic. I love it.
I hope we get more toxic.
But Red Bull, let's
in a good way.
any picks? What's Liam Lawson going to qualify in Suzuka?
I reckon he's going to be a lot more comfortable.
8th.
This one. So yeah.
Oh God.
I reckon.
I actually think he's so much better.
No, he's got a point. I agree. I reckon he's been in that car before. It's obviously a better car than the Red Bull at the moment in terms of handling wise, and he's used to that family as well. And obviously Suzuka, he's been there before. He was impressive there. He did it in Super Formula as well. So I reckon, top 10.
If Isaac Hadjar can qualify 7th in China at a track he's never been to before.
Wow.
But then again...
I could almost say minimum 8th.
But then again...
What's your guess?
Yuki?
Who knows? That car is...
It's really... I've got 2 options. He's either going to be below the top 10, because obviously, new car. He hasn't tested it between now and then, maybe. I don't know.
No.
But dare say not.
They're too busy painting it.
Yeah, there's going to be white
Yeah.
this week.
Yeah.
Four white Red Bulls on the grid.
Maybe they've just mashed everything and they're all racing.
They're all just...
Yeah,
all
racing.
racing.
That's how they're swapped.
Oh, they cheekily just...
Yeah, 4 liveries, same car. No one's going to notice.
Love it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I reckon Yuki can either have below the points or probably below the top 5.
I think the pressure is on Liam to perform because now that he's gone to a car that handles better and is just more user-friendly, let's just say it, I reckon he'll qualify 12th. And I don't think he'll make Q3, which will be a win for him, but still people are going to be hating.
Yeah.
Yuki... I don't know. I mean, I saw the interview when he did try the Red Bull and he felt the car was great, had more grip, he could understand why the car was a championship-winning car. I hope he qualifies in the top 5.
He goes back to wait and see.
Yeah, I really hope so, because if he qualifies outside and starts performing in the 12th, 15th sort of area, it'll be the end of his career.
Yeah.
He won't even get a contract for next year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's going to be a lot more pressure on Yuki.
See, I was going to say, I
have a seat.
don't think the pressure's on Liam at all.
Yeah.
No.
At all.
Well, think about it.
Well, you say that, but I think the chances of Liam ever going back into the Red Bull seat are now 0.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not
never.
happening. But in terms of pressure, Yuki's home track.
Also,
first one in the top 10.
I will add that this is a good lesson for young karters, up-and-coming drivers, and people that are really talented and are doing really, really well. Stay humble. In the world of social media, he's done himself no favours. I'm here to win. Like, the video editing skills of all the
finger up at Perez.
We all know the theme song.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and now he's Lawson.
Yeah.
You know?
Slowson.
So the point is, be humble, go out there, work hard, let the results talk.
Yeah.
Don't go out there on the media saying, oh, it's really frustrating that other drivers have this car. If I had that car, well, you did have that car.
Now you
You
don't.
sucked.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, I'm here to win. It's like, yeah, cool. Be humble.
I think...
Get in the top 10 first, you know what I mean? Like, just be... There's a lot of aggression out there. There's a lot of drivers out there that really, really badly wanna, but you should never lose that fire.
Yeah.
But don't be an ass. On
A
TV.
great example of this, even though he doesn't talk much enthusiastically, is Oscar Piastri.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't let anyone get in his head. Like, on social media or
gets in
anything.
his own head.
He doesn't even know where his head is. He's probably still finding it. But
Bluetooth connectivity he lost
Probably.
to the voice.
But like, he's driving amazingly, the best he's ever driven so far, and he's just
He's just doing his job.
Yeah.
He's not going out there going, yeah, Lando's fucked, I'm going to win the championship, yeah, oh, wait till we get to the next race, and I'm going to... No, just go about your business.
Yeah.
That's the best advice. And also, like, you know, for people out there that are having a lot of hate on social media, just, cool, let them talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Results. That's all that matters.